Hey, it's Corey Blake for day 100 of my vulnerability challenge. Super stoked to have gotten this far and excited to be sharing with you a big moment that's coming up for me in the next couple of weeks. And that is, I will be face to face with Brené Brown, the international champion of vulnerability. And that has brought up a whole wide range of emotions for me. She's coming to the Conscious Capital CEO Summit, and she's going to be presenting to our community of CEOs. And when I first heard about it, there was just this roller coaster for me. I've been championing vulnerability in that environment for a couple of years. Vulnerability is sexy. Our tagline has become somewhat synonymous with conscious capitalism for a couple of years because we've had our art installations and our game and my talks around vulnerability and my facilitations. And I'm very proud of that. I think it's added a lot to the space. And her being front and center for this upcoming conference, it kind of left me with that feeling of where will I fit in to this one? And I think it's wonderfully human. I think it also kicked off my competitive nature. I've had this internal competition with Brené Brown because, as anyone can imagine, anytime they hear about my work, they ask me if I've ever heard of hers because she's as well known as she is. And I probably hear that every day, that question from somebody. And so this internal drive to almost be the masculine energy of vulnerability, to be, a male counterpart to her end of the conversation. She's obviously coming at the conversation from a very scientific standpoint. I come at it from a much more anecdotal standpoint, a gestalt kind of a standpoint around the human, the space holding and the emotion of all of this stuff. And the opportunity to be in the room together, I've been worried about how I'll behave. I've been worried that I'll be weird. I'll be worried that I'll be overcome with my own crap and that I won't show up with kindness and grace. And ultimately, what I came to and what I'm hoping I'm able to do is let all that go and be done with it and just be in a space of honoring her awesomeness and mine too at the same time. And that feels generous and loving, and I'm super hopeful that I can be that version of myself rather than worry about what I look like or what other people are perceiving of me in this space as she comes in to lead the conversation. So I'm really excited to share that and say it out loud because it's very real for me. And yet it's also really time to let that competitive piece of this go. Thanks for listening. I hope that you'll share something with someone that you love that makes your voice shake, makes you a bit nervous to put out into the world. That's where the growth is. Take care.